Hi again, everybody. This video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's her story. I was the oldest of 4 children. I used to think my father was an aloof narcissist, but lately I think it was really my mother, a borderline narcissist. They divorced when I was in the 5th grade, and it hit my self-esteem hard ever after. Somehow I was protected from sexual relations and went to college with good grades and on to medical school and became a physician, neurologist. I studied hard and forever wanted to please these people, including patients, with poor boundaries, doing everything to help them and please them and others. I was married at 35 and had 2 lovely sons. The marriage lasted 18 and a half years, and my ex was a malignant narc. He divorced me. My solo practice ended in bankruptcy, but I later got a wonderful job as a traveling physician. My compulsive studying when younger gave me skills. In the midst of my bankruptcy, I met a wealthy by inheritance man who had a closeted sex addiction and multiple personality disorder. Many parts of him were narcs. He was very appealing to me sexually, emotionally, and intellectually. That is 2.5 years ago. I cry daily missing him. He made himself in many ways perfect for me by manipulation as a photographer. He used me for sexual favors that pleased him as he was older. I relished pleasing someone. However, he was triangulating me with other women on rain check and also projecting his problems onto me as my problems. Unfortunately, I accepted this. He never wanted to meet my mother who had done this to me. He was a master at manipulating me. I went bankrupt, he abandoned me. He also introduced me to Christianity. We were very active in a church before he dumped me. Sometimes I wonder if he's homosexual. That is painful. I don't recommend that people date someone with multiple personality disorder because of the schisms. I still cry every day missing him and the happiness I had on and off. However, I know he or parts of him cheated on me. I am now 59 years old. I am mentally ill from my childhood as well. Like I deserve, like I've had. It's hard to be me. I'm in a lot of pain. It's hard to turn to Christ when so many Christians have harmed me. Maybe it's a test. I don't know if it's a test or not, but I'll say this. You've had way too much success in your personal life to be taken down by malignant narcs and another gigolo. You became a doctor, I think, in order to please people. But you never actually learned how to please yourself. Your happiness is coming through the happiness of others, and that's why you can never really find true happiness. You have to find what makes you happy for you, unintroduced by someone else, whether it's Christianity or whatever else you're doing. Your career seems like, and it's not bad. I mean, it's a wonderful career, obviously. And who's gonna fault becoming a neurologist? But understand that I think your career came from an abusive place because you were trying to please someone. Now it's an awesome career, and I'm not telling you to walk away from your career. No way, no how. But even your successes can be rooted in failure due to narcissistic abuse. Because you would think becoming a neurologist that would fulfill most people, having these abilities and making it through medical school and having a neurology practice and then becoming a traveling physician and all these things you can do. But at the end of the day, you can't be happy because your happiness is always going to be linked to others. So it doesn't matter if you make 10, 15, 20, 100 people happy. You're going to focus on the one person that's not happy. And you're going to let them ruin everything else for you. You have to figure out what you want, who you are. Who are you really at 59 years old? Who are you? You're a doctor, you're a neurologist, you're somebody who's been through narcissistic abuse. You were introduced to Christianity by this other guy, a gigolo who's a user, who will use anything, and we know narcissists hide among religion, use religion as a part of their ploy and their plot because of the deity. Is that what you really want? You got to understand what a church is also. A church is just another way to socially interact and be around other people. I don't think it's so much about God as it's about the other people in that church, and that's where the problem lies. It's like another club. I don't think you need to go to a magic house in order to be spiritual. I don't buy that one bit. Not one bit. And any church that would take him in and let him walk around and not see it, I mean, to me, that's dangerous anyway. The devil walks among you. All of this. You've said all these things you've accomplished are based on other people's happiness. You catering to other people. What do you want? Who are you? What is it that's going to make you happy? Something new. It's got to be something you haven't even thought of because you haven't even allowed yourself the opportunity to do it. That's what narcissistic abuse does. I mean, I was 34, 35 when I woke up and like, I haven't lived a day in my life. I've done all these things. I've had all these successes. And to me, it's meaningless because none of it was for my own happiness. I didn't even know what my happiness was, what I wanted out of life, what I really wanted to do with life. You allowed yourself to be, I guess, sexually manipulated. Why? In order to please. How is that healthy? Look at the pattern of your life. Everything about you is in order to please other people, and nothing is based in your own happiness. When you attach your happiness to other people, you're doomed to fail. When you attach your happiness to a narcissist, you are guaranteed to fail. Only bad things can happen. Be happy for yourself. You need to figure out what that is. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you for your story. I am very humbled that a neurologist would come to me for help. But thank you. I appreciate it. And please listen to what I'm telling you here. Figure out what you need to do, what you want, who you are, and what's going to make you happy. And you'll see the light. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any advice or opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you know what to do with the PayPal and my email links in the description box. I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon.